Last time on
The Legend of Zelda. Gaining consciousness in a random field, our hero breaks into an old man's cave house, steals his only form of protection, and stabs him in the face. Without batting an eye, he heads out into the fields of Hyrule, slaughtering all of its fauna he can find, and stealing their cash. Link rampaged his way through the land, blew new doorways in people's homes, gambled, and received a white and blue sword from an old man by a lake. Now he's on a mission to deliver a mysterious blue letter to an old lady. Will he make his delivery? Will he gain the first unit of the Triforce? Will he get a snazzy new suit? Find out today!
Greetings, friends. Once again, it's Ace, the Game Pawn Shop employee of Steel. We're going to pick up right where we left off as we were playing Zelda, grabbing another heart container here in this little bush. And then we're going to go pick up some other just random things, mainly located in bushes now that we've got the lamp or the candle or whatever it was called there at the beginning. Boy, this is really expensive. This guy has to be the worst salesman in the world. Why would you, if somebody walked into your store, would you look at them and say, hey, this stuff is really expensive, but it's good quality? Usually you don't want to start off that way, but I don't know, whatever. All right, so we're going to just keep going. I'm going to run down into this little bush and find, more secrets. I never really understood the whole stairways being hidden under bushes. It seems like if there was a stairway there, you'd be able to see it. I mean, how thick is this bush? And is there like a doorway under the bush, or is it just a hole that the bush is growing directly out of? Never made a whole lot of sense to me. It would be interesting if the newer Zeldas would implement the whole, lamp bush thing, because I'd really like to see how that would work. Speaking of newer Zeldas and old Zeldas, I look at these sprites and the Octoroks especially. As a kid, I can still remember thinking that they were some sort of spider creature with like a Birdo mouth sticking out of the front of them, because you see all the little legs on the side. I didn't realize they were octopus type creatures, because I didn't know they were named Octoroks, because I didn't read the manual. But I think about these sprites in these kinds of games, these NES and SNES games, and how they I don't know, in one sense, to me, they almost let your imagination run a little more wild. A lot of the newer games, everything is so explicit that it's obvious what everything is. And I remember playing, I think it was Chrono Trigger, and there was one character in particular who, my whole life growing up, I thought that his head was part of his arms, and then later I saw an illustration of him, and lo and behold, that it was not the case. So I don't know, there's something charming about the crudeness of these sprites, and there's something timeless about them. And certainly, that's obvious if you were to compare a game like this to Ocarina of Time, which is a great game, and for its time had really good graphics, but they just don't hold up to me nearly as well as even this. There's something just classic and timeless about these NES graphics in their simplicity. But anyway, I don't know if you're a fan of sprite graphics, or if you have any funny stories about misseeing sprites. I'd love to hear about them in the comments. I was thinking there was something right here, but I don't know. We may come back. Anyway, we're going to keep going. Going to head to pick up some more secrets, and we're really right now on our way to the old lady. And this old lady who, if you'll remember from last week's episode, or last time, she was, we got a letter from our good friend Merlin up in the northern mountains, and he had given us that blue letter right there, and told us to deliver it to the old lady. And so that's where we're heading right now, and we're going to find out, what's in that letter. That's another thing that, hey, if you know, or if you have thoughts about what might be in that letter, let me know in the comments. It's something I've been thinking about ever since we got that letter, ever since I played this. What could be in that letter? What would an old man send an old woman in a letter? Are they long-lost loves? Is this, did they know each other when they were in primary school in Hyrule at the castle? And got, due to time and things, they just lost touch of one another, and now he's trying to rekindle an old flame? It could be. But let me know in the comments what you think. Alright, so we got this old lady, and we have no idea of what to do with her. You could come up and you could just be shooting her in the face. Alright, so here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to get the blue letter and give it to her. And when you do, you can buy medicine. So you're going to want the red one, because then you can use it twice if you get the blue, and it's only a one-use tool. But anyway, so there she is, and that was our first quest that we just completed, a fetch quest. I kind of like, as I play these games, there's not a whole lot of story to this game, and I like to try and make up stories in my mind and think about motivations and stuff of what these characters are doing, because there's just not a whole lot when it comes to the story side of things. Oh, alright. There is a great fairy fountain up in one of these. Not that one. That's a Moblin fountain. So it must be in this one over here. So let's see. Yep, there it is. And anytime you need to heal, you just come up here and you can get recharged. So when I play this game, I usually make quite a few stops up here. Alright, we have a couple more secrets, a couple more areas. We're really just wanting to get as much money as we can, because we want to get the ring, and it's a fairly expensive item. 200 rupees, maybe, something like that. So anyway, we're going to go up there. We're going to try and pick up some of these secret money areas, and then we're going to go get the blue ring. And that will provide us with a very snazzy new suit to wear. So let's go kill these moblins, and then we'll continue on our way. Let's see, is it this one? Yes, it is. It's a secret to everybody. Are these moblins robots, I wonder? I mean, they all say the same thing. Perhaps they've all been programmed to say the same thing. I was just watching last night. I rented Ghost in the Shell, and that makes me kind of think of that. Maybe these moblins are kind of like that, android-type creatures with their programming redone. I mean, why else is a moblin just going to stand there and give you cold hard cash? Does this take place in any other Zelda? Is there any other Zelda where moblins just hand out money? It almost seems like it could be a trick. Slow down. Again, that's another thing that I kind of like about this game. And when I experience slowdown like that, I just imagine that I'm Neo in the Matrix. Right, there is a secret area in one of these. Not that one. Oh, that's right. I gotta... If you use the candle, you can't use it twice on one screen, so you gotta use it and then come back. Alright, so there we go. There it is. Let's grab this secret stash. Alright, we're at 198. So if we should be pretty close to being able to pick up that blue ring. So I may just head in that direction, and then hopefully we can get enough on the way. Alright, so the blue ring is going to be up north of here. You just follow the coast. And you'll find it in, I think it's the next screen. Oh, nice. Okay, it's under one of these guys. and so you'll just have to make a move. And I was thinking it was that one, but apparently it's not. So maybe we'll have it under our second try. Nope, not that one either. I promise it's here. There's a shop here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we're going to go under here. And I have to say, this guy probably is he actually may be the worst salesman. Because not only does he say, oh great, it's 250. You know what, why don't we go, let's go beat the first dungeon. And maybe we can pick up some more rupees. And then after that we can come back and we can pick that up. But that guy, he has to be one of the worst salesmen, and he may actually beat the other guy, because not only does he say, boy, is this expensive, but he also has his shop in the worst location in all of Hyrule. He has set up shop under a statue that comes to life when you touch it and tries to attack you. That just seems like, not a very good idea. I mean, whenever they teach in business school, location, 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 right? I mean, isn't that what it's all about? And he's definitely not got that lesson. Although half these shops, you have to blow up the door to get in. I don't know what the deal is in Hyrule. Apparently, they have issues. Alright, so here, now we're going to go ahead and go up to the first dungeon. First dungeon is really easy to find. If you just go right from your very first opening screen and then you head straight north, you'll come across the little lake that's here, and then there's a bridge, and you cross the bridge, and there it is. And, like I said last time, if you listen to it, as a kid, I didn't pick up any extra hearts or do anything like that. I just immediately came here because I knew where this was. This was the one thing in the game that I knew about. I would come here, I would enter into this beast of a dungeon, and I would slaughter some creatures. Alright, so there's a key in one of these Skeletors. That's actually not their name. And then if we go over to the left side, you will find
Easy.
Alright, so we're going to pick up that key, and we're going to make our way. So we're going to head and go through that locked door, use one of our keys. And here we've got some more Stalfoss, I think is what they're called, maybe. Alright, so see, we're making our money. We got 220 now. We're only 30 away from being able to go pick up that ring when we get out of here. Let's kill these. Maybe we can get some more. It seems like these things leave, or they drop blue rupees pretty often. So if you pick up your bomb, you can actually bomb straight through this way here. But if you go to the left, you're gonna have to. I think you have to use a key to get through. All right, so there is the map. So that's very exciting. You're gonna grab the map, and now we can have a little bit of a better idea of what's going on and what we can see. You can see if you come in here, there's more Jigglypuffs, as I like to call them. And then you can move this little block and open that door. So we're going to go in here. We have an old man. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Now, when we see that, you might be thinking about, oh, he's telling us something about, something going on outside in the world. But no, he's talking about the little branch on the east side of the dungeon. I'm not entirely sure why he calls it the East Peninsula. Alright, let's kill these walking puppy dog boomerang men, as I like to call them. And we get a boomerang. So now we can not only bomb, but we can boomerang. And I do want to run in these other two rooms that we skipped, just to make sure that we get everything. Up, and there is the pizza, or the compass, get some use out of our boomerang, because these bats are like the only enemy in the whole game that the boomerang can actually kill instead of just paralyze for a second. Alright, so let's run over here into, go back, let's see, I'm going to go up here. If I'm not mistaken, this is where the old bow is, and we've already got the arrows. We bought those earlier. So we're going to grab this other key, and come up here, and there's some more puppy dog boomerang men. I'm going to kill them. I love that clock. It's great. Grab another key. I'll grab a fairy, and grab another key. Gotta be careful about this room. There's spiky things. But, I mean, they're not really that hard to get around if you just take your time. Alright, and so here we are. We're gonna pick up our boomerang. And now we will be equipped to shoot Gannon in the face with an arrow. Although we don't have the arrows that we need to do that. Alright. So let's make our way on out. Be careful there. Don't get killed. Alright. So, let's see. Now we're going to make our way to the eastmost peninsula, where the secret is. And you can see that the compass showed us, when we got the compass, it showed us that the boss is there in that eastmost peninsula. Well, we're only now 14 away from being able to get that blue ring, so we don't want to do that. Be careful with these hands. They will pick you up and they will drop you back at the entrance. And here we face the dragon. And if you have the blue sword, it only takes 3 shots. You grab another heart container. And now you get the first unit of the Triforce. Dramatic walk. There it is, my friends. The end of the first dungeon. And now it spits us back out at the beginning, and we've only got 14 rupees to go before we can pick up the blue ring. So what we're going to do is just head over that way, and as we go, we will well, down to 13. We will pick up the rest of them, hopefully. So we want to kill everything we can. Yeah, there we go. Alright, down to 7. I wonder why Zoras, in their more modern reincarnations, quit spitting stuff at people. We're left with a lot of questions. Somewhere in the timeline that must be addressed. Alright, let's keep going. Another one. Down to 5. Okay, surely we can get 5 more. All we need is 1 more blue rupee and we'll be set. It seems like moblins usually do a little better with money. Oh, there we go. 4 more. 3 more. Come on. It's taking forever. Come on. Money. Give me money. Come on, come on. Okay, we got 2 more. Must be on the poor side of Moblin Town. Nobody carries cash. Hearts. 2 more rupees. I tell you, whenever you don't want rupees, you get them all day long. And then when all you need is 2 rupees, nobody wants to pay out. Alright, there we go. 1 left. Oh my goodness! Okay, come on, come on. Surely one of these moblins, these blue-green moblins, will have a penny. There it is. And now we have the money we need to go purchase the blue ring. So let's head on up. We'll pick it up. And first let's heal. Now let's go pick up that blue ring. And once we get the blue ring, our episode is going to be coming to a close. And so I'm going to go ahead and just sign off as we head up in that direction. I hope that you'll tune in if you've enjoyed questing with us. Please subscribe, comment, like the video if you've enjoyed it. And I hope that you'll join us next time as we face the second dungeon and we attempt to restore the Triforce to its former pristine glory and shoot Gannon in the face with a silver arrow. Hope you had a great time, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.